Good morning. Today I did the reading at 6:42 a.m. It is January 31st, 2025, which is a 1-4 energy or a 5 today. We have Venus Day, and the beads I recommend or crystals I recommend today are rose quartz, opal, emerald, pearl, rodite, and malachite. And why? Because, well, at this time, we really are experiencing a good deal of difficult energy that, quite frankly, is harmful to us spiritually. So I personally wear quite a bit of adornment as that I am spiritually quite sensitive and need it to maintain my senses spiritually and emotionally, as this is a very off-putting time, and my energy tends to want to, like all of us, go into fear. So let's go ahead and do this reading and see if we can kind of together find some ways to come back at this with some strength. So we have the Eight of Crystals, all about our mind, the air, and the synthesis of things. This relates to the second decan of Gemini in Jupiter, which is in detriment at this time, meaning a lot of the information we are hearing is quite malefic, not necessarily the benefic we think of Jupiter as being. And it is going with the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers. In the meantime, we have a shifting North Pole that really began in the 90s to move away from Canada and towards Siberia, and is now decelerating to true north, which is perhaps notable. We don't know. Our geographic axis and magnetic north, used for navigation and has guided sailors across the globe, is now really not quite right. Opportunities at this time to stabilize and deeply transform as a result of some ability to trust in a higher process. As we now gain mastery and precision in our approaches, those who have properly prepared for this approach will have a balanced and proper spiritual perspective and insights. We are cosmic dust, if you will, in an earthly phenomena at this time. There is a saying, as above, so below. As our core mirrors the instability and unpredictability of our pole, as it has accelerated movement, a drift that aligns metaphorically with humanity's mental and emotional shifts. Canada, our stable north friend. The pole is moving away to an unstable, territorial Siberia, reflecting a collective journey towards unknown paradigms. We are in a larger cycle, the number 8 card, a 26,000-year precession cycle. Our Earth and home has a wobble of sorts that gradually shifts us. We are now coming up to an age where we're saying goodbye to Pisces and hello to an Aquarian cycle with Pluto in Aquarius and a new 2000 air cycle, which we have not been in air for some time. When our cosmic cycles reflect our human evolution, as they do, we must understand this shift is a part of all things of regional climate variability, sea level, the ocean currents, polar drifts, weather patterns, our interconnected systems. We are the creators of our visions, with many focused, unfortunately, on material gain and exploitation, which has created a massive imbalance that is rippling through our cosmic and spiritual souls. We have opportunity to take hold of a higher level understanding. We together must embrace a responsible approach. Our desire for material gains no longer sustainable. Our second card, the Ace of Worlds, the Earth card, about all things physical, the success of the coin, the power of Earth as we hold fast to Earth's surface, our foundation, our physical makeup. We rise and return from ashes to ashes, dust to dust. This card is all things Earth, being Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, reminding us of the physical. We have cycles, seasons, and all things are interrelated. Jupiter ties to our financial expansion. The hard work and discipline is Saturn. The moon is our soul and home. The sun, our ego. Mercury, how we think, and Mars, how we assert. Many of us signed up as volunteers for this time specifically to assist the Earth in birthing of a higher consciousness, a rebuilding of mindful and ethical foundations, creating the green light for innovative and earth-friendly ideas. For those of you who have green ideas, bring them. This is the time. Plant your seeds of stability. You came pre-packed with everything that is needed at this time. Set realistic goals, of course, so that you get tangible results. Remember to build on proper foundations. Align goals with proper values and take proper steps. Be patient, yet persistent. Reframe your fears. As fear is being used as a catalyst for actions, we can rebuild provided we take the time and the resilience we need. One of the most important things we can do is speak truth to power. It is now essential to be agents that speak against this fear-based narrative. It is a weakness to rule with the grips of fear. Understand you are seeing weakness, and every time fear pops up, speak truth to power and explain from an intellectual perspective. We react in fear out of weakness. So together, we can and will create the change we need to see. Fear related to unknowns, when in fact, we're guided with care to step up and lead with wisdom. Participational leadership, not singular leadership, and empathy within the universe. There is going to be a kindness revolution. I know myself that I have often walked away over and over again thinking kindness that was given to me on so many levels was such a curse because I've been hurt repeatedly. But let me tell you something, it armed me properly for right now. And for those of us who are going through the various things, take the neighbor's hands, take your community's hands. Collectively, we are enough to overcome what has befallen us. We don't have to accept this fear-mongering fool at the top. With that, please like, share, and subscribe. Speak your truth to power. Don't let them mow you over. Like, join, and subscribe. This is a Decan Walk 36 Faces, and I thank you for joining me here today.